Demands nothing less than perfection. Behind this screen are 4 contestants who will be hoping their knowledge is flawless, because one single mistake could give the game away. This is perfection. Hello and welcome to the quiz show where only perfect play is good enough. Behind me are the contestants. We call them the usual suspects. They're in our isolation room. In a moment, one of them will be randomly selected to join me here to play perfection. They'll then face a series of true or false statements. For example, if I said Bob Monkhouse appeared in the first ever Carry On film, would you say that's true or false? Well, if you'd said true, I can tell you you'd be right. Answering true or false might seem easy, but if the contestant gets a single answer wrong, their opponents, the usual suspects, will be allowed into the game to capitalise on their mistakes. So, you know how the game works. Let's meet the usual suspects.
Hello, my name is Kyle. I'm a drama student from Preston, and this is my first game.
Hello, my name is Simon. I'm from Scraptoff in Leicester. I'm a carpenter and joiner, and this is my first game.
Hi, I'm Dee. I'm a receptionist from Cannock, Staffordshire, and this is my second game.
Hello, I'm Peter. I'm a retired social worker from Birmingham, and this is my third game.
Hello and welcome to you all, and especially to Kyle and Simon, who are new to the game. Good luck to you both, and good luck to all of you as we now decide who will be randomly picked to join me to play perfection. Kyle, it's actually you. You've been chosen. Congratulations. Come and play perfection. Kyle, welcome to the game.
Hello.
Drama student.
Yes.
What's the plan long term then?
Well, hopefully, I like to work in the Edinburgh Fringe Festival, like have my own shows, and do a bit of stand-up comedy and all that. OK, well, good luck with that. Kyle, it's now you versus the usual suspects. They were your teammates, now they're your enemies. Their job is to stop you from winning the prize fund, because your failure will mean the prize money rolls over to the next game, where one of them could be sitting here playing for a bigger total. Every game on perfection is worth £1,000. Unfortunately for you, the previous game was won, so the prize fund is reset to £1,000. But that's a decent amount of money, especially for a student. So what would you do with it if you won it? Well, it's not actually going to me. If I win, like £1,000, I'm going to spend it on my mum, because she deserves it. And I think, you know, living with me for the past 20 years, I think she deserves a break.
That's very nice of you. OK, well, look, good luck. Here's how the game works. You'll play 3 rounds at a final. Every round that you achieve perfection will make the final easier for you. However, if your performance is anything less than perfect, the usual suspects will have the chance to step in and steal the round from you, making the final that much harder. More of that to follow later. Usual suspects, we're going to switch you off for now, so you can't see or hear anything. And away they go. Carl, you can now talk through your answers without giving away any vital knowledge, OK?
Yeah.
Each round consists of 4 true or false statements. You'll be answering against the clock. You'll only have 45 seconds, and once you've given your answer, your first answer, it'll be locked in. You ready?
Yeah.
Then let's play perfection. Round 1, your 45 seconds starts now. Ryan Giggs first played for Manchester United in 1995.
It could be earlier, but I'd say true.
True. Foggy Bottom is an area of Washington, D.C.
I've heard of this. Yeah, I think that's true, yeah.
True. The capybara is the world's smallest marsupial.
I don't have a clue, but I'll say false.
False. And finally, Stephen Fry was a University Challenge contestant.
I think that's true, yeah. I'll go for true.
True. And with plenty of time to spare, Kyle, you've answered all 4 statements. How do you think you did?
I definitely am sure about D, and A is going to annoy me because I love football, but you never know.
No, you never know, but before we find out how well you've done, it's time to bring back the usual suspects. So, usual suspects, these are the 4 statements, and next to them are Kyle's answers. Simon, has he achieved perfection?
Perfection's not there, no, not with what I can see.
What's he got wrong?
Foggy Bottom. That certainly doesn't ring anything with me, so I think B's wrong. OK,
Carl, the moment of truth. You need to have answered all 4 statements perfectly to have won the round. Let's find out how many are correct. You have not achieved perfection, which means you've allowed your enemies, the usual suspects, into the game. Usual suspects, can you steal the round? You can see Kyle's answers. You need to change one of them. Which one?
Well, I know that Foggy Bottom is an area of Washington, D.C. I'm definitely sure about that. It's either A or C.
Yeah, you go with what you want.
C, then.
And we'll agree with you.
All right, well, we're going to change C.
Change C from false to true. Thank you.
Yes.
Leaving A, B and D as Kyle answered. Usual suspects, let's find out what the correct answers are. If the statement turns green, it's true. If it turns red, it's false. Ryan Giggs first played for Manchester United in 1995. Is that true or false? It's false. That's the one you need to change.
Oh, dear.
1991. Even longer ago. Let's move on. Perhaps you've managed to achieve perfection at home. Foggy Bottom is an area of Washington, D.C. Is that true or false? It is, absolutely true. The Watergate complex is actually in Foggy Bottom. The capybara is the world's smallest marsupial. True or false? Yeah, it's false. It's the world's largest rodent. And finally, Stephen Fry was a University Challenge contestant. True or false? It is true. Usual suspects. Had you achieved perfection, you would now have the opportunity to make Kyle's chances of winning the prize fund much harder in the final. And here's how. Kyle, this is your final board. These 6 blank spaces need to be filled with subject categories. Behind each category will be a true or false statement, and you'll need to answer all 6 correctly to win the prize fund. Here are the final round categories, starting with planets, ranging through islands, famous ships, and many more in between. Had you achieved perfection, you would now have the opportunity of adding 2 categories of your choice to the board. But because neither side won the round, the 2 categories that were due to be chosen will now be carried over to the next round, meaning 4 categories will be on offer. Usual suspects, it's time to switch you off. We'll see you in round 2. And away they go. So, looking at that, which ones would you like to avoid?
Opera and famous ships.
And what ones do you quite like the look of?
Islands, maybe. Planets. London.
All right. You ready?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Let's play round 2.